The son of Alabama Republican Senate candidate Roy Moore has apparently been arrested for the 9th time. Now, this is his son who isn't running, so you might think, well, why do we really care? But we're gonna give you a couple of reasons to care. Here is a photo of the 9-time arrestee, Caleb Moore there, who seems to kind of like it.
Yeah, he looks like such a spoiled prick.
He doesn't seem to mind.
Yeah.
I think, look, it's hard to tell from just one photo, but I diagnosed him with a little bit of affluenza. Yeah. But anyway, he was charged with a 3rd-degree criminal trespassing, a misdemeanor related to another misdemeanor charge from November 2016 for hunting without a permit. So yeah, that'll get you in trouble there. Now they are related, of course, so maybe you can lump those together. Now, Judge Moore's campaign chairman, Bill Armistead, said that this is a, quote, cheap political trick to detract from the real issues facing our country. And I agree, it is a cheap trick. I don't know why Caleb Moore is pulling these tricks and getting arrested all the time. Stop it, you're distracting your father. But anyway, now Caleb Moore back in 2015 said something very similar during one of the other many times that he's been arrested, saying this is nothing more than a prime example of how media and crooked police officers and critics of my dad try to not only destroy his career for what he stands for, but will go as far as trying to destroy his family. Again, yes, it is terrible, so stop doing it. By the way, he's also been charged with DUIs in Alabama and Florida and had 3 other drug-related charges in 3 separate Alabama counties. He has been busy.
Yeah, in 2015, he also had a charge of when he was caught with marijuana and Xanax. Look, it's not a crazy thought that there are politically related arrests in the state of Alabama.
Yeah.
Karl Rove famously orchestrated the arrest of Don Siegelman, who was the governor and who was a Democrat, and ruined his career and actually sent him to prison. It was one of the most outrageous political tricks of all time. So Republicans in that state might be thinking, what do you mean? We do this all the time. We bury people totally unfairly. Now, in this case, really, they're going to go after a guy whose son, they had no idea that Roy Moore would run for Senate. He just ran for Senate this year. But just in case, they arrested his son 8 other times in the past.
Just in case.
And they were like, hey, they called up the state of Florida. Hey, that guy's probably driving drunk again. Can you go get him for political reasons?
Yeah.
Or perhaps the 8 other arrests were just because he's a knucklehead.
Yeah.
And probably the 9th one as well. And I don't think you have to look that far to find Caleb Moore breaking the law.
No,
so
it doesn't seem that difficult.
Yeah.
Now look, as we said, he's effectively he's related to someone who's running for office, a very high profile and a nasty guy with a terrible history and reputation. But he's still basically a private citizen, so you would be fine to think that maybe this doesn't really matter. But it does kind of matter because his father's been a judge for a long time. This is clearly someone who believes that his family connections allow him to do whatever he wants. And I would say more importantly, although perhaps a less high profile issue, is many of these things that he's been arrested for, other than like the DUIs, marijuana charges and things like that. How about we not have them be illegal? How about we not have ultra conservative people like Caleb Moore's dad making it so that people can get routinely arrested a number of times for consuming something that is far less bad for you than the alcohol that everyone around us is drinking constantly?
Yeah, I would legalize marijuana so he wouldn't have gotten arrested for all those things.
Exactly.
And like some of it is like hunting without a permit. If you didn't get the right permit because you had driven drunk there. Okay, I understand, right? If you're shooting a gun in your backyard, I don't understand, that's dangerous. So it depends on the circumstance, right? So look, I don't care about the kid. He seems like he's incredibly spoiled, but on the other hand, he's Roy Moore's son. That couldn't have been a good way to grow up, right? I mean, his dad's a massive prick.
So he's not really the important part of this. It's everything around it.
Yeah, but it does get under folks' nerves a little bit because you know that if you were arrested 8 times, you wouldn't have been able to be arrested 9 times because you'd be in prison serving a pretty long sentence after 3 DUIs, etc. Unless your daddy was a judge who ran on law and order, except when it applies to his own son.
Exactly.
So now that he's been arrested the 9th time, here comes daddy to the rescue again, pretending that it's a political vendetta to get his son out for the 9th time. He just means law and order for poor people, not for himself or his family. Help us build independent media together. Come join us, tytnetwork.com/join.